If you've still got a Ryzen 5 3600X in your build at the end of 2025, honestly, no shame in that. It's still a solid 6-core, 12-thread CPU that holds up surprisingly well, especially if you're gaming on a budget. And if you're planning to pair it with a new GPU or just upgrading your old setup, this video will help you figure out which graphics card gives you the best performance and some value in late 2025 and into 2026. So let's check out the first card. Starting from the budget end, cards like the RX 6600 and 6600 XT are still amazing for 1080p gaming. For around $200, you're getting a smooth, high-setting experience in basically every esports and AAA title. They're power efficient, cool, and most importantly, they won't bottleneck with your 3600X. If you're building a setup for 1080p gaming and want to keep things chill, and literally this combo is just easy to recommend. Now, if you've got a little extra room in the budget, the Intel Arc B580 at $250 gives you more VRAM and some very respectable performance at 1080p and even 1440p. This is one of the best value plays for people who want more VRAM and a little more 1440p headroom without spending a ton of money. It's a good middle ground if you plan to move between 1080p and 1440p. While the 3600X pairs well here, you'll be GPU limited more often at 1440p, which is exactly what you want for smooth scaling. But here's where things get really interesting. The RX 9060 XT at $349, this is the one I'd personally recommend for most people running a 3600X. It's seriously fast at 1080p Ultra, and 1440p performance is good too. You're also getting plenty of VRAM, which means you're more future ready than with those 8GB cards floating around. It's just one of those sweet spot GPUs that feels fast now and won't feel outdated for a few years. If you want NVIDIA's features, like DLSS, better ray tracing in many titles, and excellent streaming and encoding, the RTX 5060 Ti at $429 is the natural NVIDIA pick. It's faster than the 4060 class, and with DLSS and FrameGen, it can push higher effective frame rates at 1440p. With a 3600X, you'll get a strong pairing, but expect the CPU to cap absolute top FPS in some CPU-bound games at 1080p. However, if you play at 1440p, the combo is very smooth. Heading into higher price territory, the RTX 5070 at $527 and the RX 9070 XT at $629. Both are powerful cards and will basically future-proof a gaming PC for a long time. But keep this in mind, with a 3600X, you might see CPU bottlenecks in CPU-heavy titles at 1080p if you're aiming for ultra-high frames. If your goal is to game at 1440p high refresh, then they make sense. Otherwise, they're a bit overkill for a 3600 unless you plan to upgrade the CPU later. So yeah, that's my list. And honestly, you don't need to break the bank to get great performance with the 3600X in 2025. Also, don't forget to check the used GPU market. Cards like the RX 6600 XT or even some older RTX options can be real steals if you find them in good condition. If you've got a favorite pairing or a question about your setup, drop it in the comments, and please subscribe, and thanks for watching.